decided when I started, so hence why the foundation is already on. I did use the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This one has like glitter inside as well, so I don't mind it, it's quite good. And I also use my Stay Naked by Urban Decay Weightless Foundation, my favourite one, because you can build on it as well, so it's quite a simple foundation. You can build on it, you can have an everyday look with it, but also have a glam look with it, so I like that it's just so versatile. But yeah guys, I thought I'd come on here, have a bit of a chit chat. I'm just putting this foundation in quickly before it dries because I've had it on for a while. I was trying to quickly set up my camera to be able to see my ring light. But yes, I thought I'll do my makeup we'll have a quick chit chat just about life in general, how I've been doing, how the first month of January has been. Just yeah, all that good stuff, I guess. I was trying to look for my brush, but I can't find it. If you could see my station right now, you'd be in shock because it needs a good clear out. But yeah, first month of January, sorry, has been interesting. It started off obviously great. I just kind of was ready for the year. I'd had my vision board planned, already done. I was, you know, as prepared as I've ever been for a year. I've never been as prepared, should I say. And yeah, it was good. But then I do feel like to the third week of the year, I did start to feel the dragging feeling of like the January blues, as you would say. I felt them for a little bit and I was kind of like, oh, here we go. I did try to keep them at bay. Also, I mean, in a way, I was fasting, you know. I usually do try and fast for the beginning of the year to just give it to God and just prepare my spirit for the year ahead, but also prepare, just prepare myself spiritually more than anything, but also, as I said, give the year to God, because I just believe that it's just a good way of submitting myself, my body, my mind, my emotions, just over to God and just being like, Lord, have this year already, like go ahead of me already, do what you need to do for me in all areas. So that was obviously good. But obviously I did feel, I'm actually doing this all without my I'm using my camera, but my mirror is here. But yeah, I kind of I tried to push it aside as much as I could, just because I was like, I'm not wanting to feel like this. I do not want to feel like this. And my eyebrows, as you can see, I had them threaded. That's my preferred choice. I used to not be a fan of threading, but I was surprised at how good it is. And I just prefer the fact that they stay flat. And yeah, I just don't know, the shape is really good. And the ladies I go to are really, really good. I do feel like this time they made them thinner than I usually would have them, but because I just kind of needed a tidy. But the lady like knows her job, so she was even able to make them like this. I was like, at first I was scared, like, is there going to be any hair left? But she knew her job, so I still like them though. But I do know now that if I do want to get them neatened up, I'm going to wait for them to get a bit bigger, just so then at least I have just a bit more. It's nothing too crazy, but just a bit more hair. But yeah, as I was saying, just to give the year over to God and just prepare myself. And yeah, I did try and keep that at bay. You know, managed to get out of January. Also doesn't help us that January is one of them long months, because I don't know if other countries do it, but we get paid very, very early, like the 20th of December or something. We get paid before Christmas, just to like, I don't know, just to help people in terms of Christmas presents. So they'll pay their staff members early, which is fine, but it's just also one of them draggy things. And I think it's also, I think it's the blues of just kind of sometimes you having to go back to, oh, excuse me guys, I have a runny nose. It's also that thing of knowing that you've kind of you need to go back to a routine. And I think I was enjoying the routine of you know, resting. At my workplace, I was just shut down for around 10 days or so, so I was enjoying like nearly a 2 week kind of holiday, which was nice to have. But no, it was fine. We got through the slog, so I'm glad about that. But in terms of just everything else, I have been consistent in terms of obviously building my morning routine. This year has been very much my theme. I don't know if you guys have seen obviously my previous YouTube videos and everything, but I have wanted to just build a morning routine that is good for me, that is just adds on to me, rather than a stressful morning. I want to have a morning that allows me to just be in a state of relaxation, calm, peace, all of the above. And yeah, sometimes it's easy to just kind of, I'm just going to put some of this Laneige, this one's a bit prepared. Yeah, just to prepare myself for just a day that is more successful and I'm not running around and panicking. And I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty powder, and it's the blonde for my under my eyes. Just prepare myself for the year and just allow myself to have as much success in terms of just my mornings, because I think for the past kind of 2 years my mornings were very hectic in terms of my previous job, just because I had to be in the office very early, I had to travel multiple times, and transportation I had to use, and all these things I had to kind of consider. And I just felt like my morning routines, I just got to a point I dreaded them, and I was just like, I don't want to dread my morning. And I almost got to a point I just dreaded going to work. I did at the time, my old job. This job I don't dread, to be honest, unless I'm just kind of feeling in my feels, but rarely ever dread my current job because I enjoy it. I just got to that point, I was like, something needs to give. And I think this year it's just been, I read a book called Stay, I can't remember the author's name. She's one of the pastors, Sophie Barnett, that's it, at Audacious Church in Manchester, and she wrote the book Stay, of how she experienced sleeplessness for a period in a season in her life, and she realized that she'd just never truly been in a place of staying with the Lord. And obviously the story is more deeper and complex than that, but long story short, she got to a place where she just kind of burn out, and her mind was just, it wasn't resting, hence why she couldn't sleep. So it was kind of like a psychological problem wherein her body was now reacting with her not being able to sleep at all, and she combated that. Okay, Huda Beauty again, and this is cinnamon bun for my sides, my cheeks, so just the here. And she basically said that this created, sleeplessness because of just how she had a lot of anxiety about things, and she kind of never thought that she never thought she was good enough for anything. She never thought she did enough. Everything she did, she kind of questioned how good she was at it, and that kind of over the years weighed on her to a point where psychologically her mind just did that. And it was just a great book because I was able to just glean from it, because a lot of the things she said I was able to relate to, and I was able to be like, you know what, like I don't have a place where I can just relax and just be in the presence of the Lord. You can read your Bible, you can go to church, but those are all additional things. Like the main thing should be you and God first in the morning, preferably to set your day up, and then after that everything else is just an add-on. And she just said how meditation was the game changer for her, because she was able to just allow the Lord to pour into her in that season, where even when she didn't have words, or she just needed that kind of comfort, the Lord was able to just meet her in that time of meditation where she meditated on the Word of God. And in that season she was able to know herself and know herself through God's eyes, rather than what she'd been speaking to herself. And that was just such a just very good, very, very good. Just a really good book. I enjoyed it very much, and it just resonated with me a lot. So hence why this year I've just been pushing so much on my morning routines, pushing to just get them as good as possible in terms of making sure they're seamless and prepared. Try and do at least 15 to 20 minutes of meditation. This is obviously, I'll have a word, sometimes a word from the Bible. I will just close my eyes. I think you've seen it in my videos. If you haven't, I will link it just close my eyes and I'll just remove anything of the world in terms of just stress, and just literally be in that presence of just being with the Lord. And I know some people obviously are not like Christians and stuff. Some people do still believe in meditation, but I think, you know, when you do have God in it, it's just another game changer in terms of just, you know that you're not getting your strength for Him in our weaknesses. He's, you know, He's strong. So definitely recommend that. But yeah, this year didn't start the way I kind of wanted to, but in a way, I'm actually kind of grateful that how I've reacted to everything. Sorry guys, Elf, the cheeks, I don't know, it's gorge orange. So that's Elf Gorge Orange, if anyone wants it. It looks like it looks very like orange, as if like, oh my god, but when you've got like darker skin tone, it turns into almost like a brownie color, which is really nice. So yeah, I feel like I'm glad how I've reacted and how I've actually responded to certain situations at times where I didn't want to. I just felt like, oh, like I can't do this anymore. And I was like, actually, rather than the previous reaction of just kind of going back into myself and being like, oh, let me just go back to what I used to do. There's no point me doing, you know, continuing this. Like, it's just, there's no point. I kind of was like, no, like, you know what, we're changing. Like, our identity is no longer in that old Sita, it's in the new Sita. And I've also been reading James Clear Atomic Habits, which has also been just such a good one as well, because it's almost like he tells you, advises you in terms of that habits and changing your habits isn't about just doing the thing. It's not just about doing the thing. It's about also identifying with that person now. So rather than seeing yourself as like, oh, I want to read 2 to 3 books this year, see yourself as being like a reader reads 2 or more books, you know, and then that allows you to become that person, become that identity, rather than being like, I'm trying to become a reader, I'm trying to become. It's almost like you should say that you are that identity now, rather than thinking that the habits are the one that's making you become the identity. So when, for example, let's say running, that's one thing. Someone would say to themselves, oh, if I need to become a runner, I need to basically run 3 miles a day or 3 miles every week, or whatever it is, 5 miles. I don't know, I'm not a runner. But rather than the person saying that, it's almost like you should say, oh, because I am a runner, I'm running 5k every week or something. It's one of them things where you've now, it's no longer that the habit itself or the action is leading you to the identity, rather you're already the identity, therefore the result of that is the action. So good, so very good. When he said that, I was like, come on now, because that's a preach. Like, it's so good. Like, it's some of the things obviously he says, it's like practical things, but when you see it from the mind of also like, I'm a Christian, it's just some of the things I'm like, yeah, these are things in the Bible that the word says, you know, faith now is. Just, it was really good. You can see how passionate I am about it. So yeah, it's just not been, I won't say it went the way I wanted it to, but also I'm also very, very 17 lash extension. My friend introduced me to this. It is really good, to be fair. They've also got foundation. Their foundation is very light, so very much for like a light coverage, so I will say that. But the mascara is so good. Also the concealer is amazing. It's called, and I got this from Boots. Is it Boots? Yes, Boots. So yeah, I feel like I'm actually giving myself a pat on the back for this year. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because I've actually, you know, I've, in so many situations I could have just reverted to being the old Sita, being in my victimhood. I'm gonna have a sit down talk about that very soon. I could have talked about being in my victimhood and just being like, oh, well, woe is me, you know, this is happening to so and so, but I'm just grinding. I could have stayed in that, but I chose not to. I was like, no, I'm not going to allow myself to stay in this self-pity, because where has self-pity ever got me in the past? Like, no, like I'm in my lane. The Lord is with me. I'm doing what I need to do. The Lord is guiding me. I've already set the year up for the Lord anyway, so therefore I don't need to worry. You know, just saying. So here is this Olivia wine lip tint. I just got it from Amazon like a year ago, so I use this quite often, and then I just wipe it off. Saying that, I don't have a tissue to wipe it off. She says that when I'm talking, if the gloss goes, it allows me to still have some tint. With my lighting, I feel like it's looking like an orangey red, but trust me, it's very red. But my lighting obviously is showing it as almost like an orangey red. But yeah, that is me done. Like, I don't really do a lot in terms of makeup and stuff. I just going in again with the e.l.f. grip spray. I don't do a lot, guys. It's my makeup. I don't do a lot, but I won't make this too long because I've been waffling on. But yeah, I say this to say that although this year might not have been although this January might have not started the way I wanted it to start, I'm still grateful. I'm still going to be grateful in it. I'm going to still continue the habits that I've set myself, be in the identity that I have set myself that I will be and I am. And yeah, I just hope you guys can continue to follow me in that journey. In all, I am very happy and grateful. I've currently lost 62 pounds to date with the Manjaro. So I started at 240.6 pounds. I don't know in kg, I think that's over 100 kg. I'm not sure. And then we're down to 178 pounds or 179 pounds now. And I'm near my goal weight, which is another 20 pounds or so, 19 pounds. So we're doing great. We're doing very well. And I'm choosing to see the wins that I've done, that the wins that I have, accomplished, rather than the things that I'm still probably wishing for and wanting for myself. Rather than seeing it in that way, I'm seeing all the good things that I've already accomplished this year. And yeah, just looking at the positives rather than just staying in the negative, because the negative will not lead you anywhere. You'll just stay in the same pit, not move, and just be in a pile of self-pity and victimhood, which I can relate to. So definitely not in that anymore. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening today as I did my makeup. Hope you liked it. This is it. Nothing too crazy. I don't do too much, literally, guys. Stick to the just same old. I'm not really much of a putting makeup on like that. There's probably trends that have come out that I still haven't even joined, but I just do it simple. So yeah, do comment below if you like my makeup look, if you like it, and also let me know how your January has been. Has it been how you expected it? And if not, what are the things you are incorporating in the following February to just help you through and continue to succeed and achieve all your goals?